Hello and welcome to The Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I'm one of your hosts, Tom.
I'm Tim.
Tim, why are you rolling your eyes at me as I'm doing the intro for the show?
Because I've heard it so many times before. Just get to the point.
It is the point, Tim. It's only a few words. It's just a few words I have to say, an incantation to keep the witches away.
Is that what that does?
Yeah. Boy, I watched this thing about a guy who got a witch put a curse on him. It's real. And he died from it.
Wait. They put a witch put a spell.
A witch put a curse on him because like a date went bad, I think.
Was this a movie?
No, Tim, I said it was real life.
Wait, you were watching a documentary. Tom.
Yeah.
I zoned out when you were starting to tell that story.
It was a YouTube documentary.
Oh. You watch, you're like the target audience for all this.
There's this great channel. I forget the name of it, but it's got a bunch of spooky happenings every week, new spooky happenings.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if it's so good, why isn't it on real TV, Tom?
It could be. It really could be.
Wow. High praise.
I also follow this like UFO channel that posts like UFOs better be coming because this guy's posting like 5 videos a day of crazy stuff.
I don't look. If UFOs are coming, I've decided.
Yeah,
we're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be like, oh, these nice gentlemen from Xenon 6 this year, right?
They're probably not even going to call themselves gentlemen.
Well, maybe they will. What I'm saying is, yeah, of course they're not going to do that.
Yeah,
they're coming here for a reason,
right? To take our resources.
Yeah. To suck our brains out through our noses.
I hope not.
Right?
Maybe
they eat brains, Tom.
Yeah, but they probably don't even know what human brains taste like. The thing you have to be worried about, Tim, is if there's some aliens that, like, they come and we're like, oh, this is cool aliens. And then we don't know, like, oh, they exhale arsenic.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, nice to meet you. And they're like, oh, nice to meet you. And they seem like gentlemen, like you said. And then you catch a whiff of their breath and you're dead. But they don't even mean it.
Yeah, but what if we're the same thing, like CO2 to them?
Well, then they're in trouble.
They really are.
Yeah, unless they're like...
We're all in trouble. It's a murder-suicide at that point.
Well, unless they're plant people like Swamp Thing, and then everything be great. We'd be like, cool, more of you guys.
I don't understand.
Well, because then they'd be sucking in... I'm just saying plant people.
Was that like Swamp Thing's superpower? He, like,
that he exhaled oxygen?
Yeah.
No. But
It'd be helpful in situations.
Well, it's just a natural side effect of being a swamp thing, of being made of swamp.
Is that what he was made of?
He was made of swamp, yeah.
I thought he fell into a vat of acid.
No, that would just kill you.
I don't know.
You're thinking of Bone Man.
Is the Joker Bone Man then,
No,
Tom?
he didn't fall into acid. It was chemicals.
He did.
It was chemicals.
What's the difference between chemicals and acid?
Acids are a type of chemical.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if I said he fell into... What did I say? He fell into chemicals?
Acid.
Yeah. It's the same thing. They're synonyms, Tom.
They're not synonyms.
What are they?
They're not antonyms. It's a type. Acid is a type of chemical.
What is that called? When it's like genus, species, order,
phylum.
Yeah, whatever.
Kingdom. They're part of the same animal kingdom.
This is real. This is a really boring show we're doing, Tom.
Sure
this is why I was rolling my eyes earlier.
Yeah, you knew what was coming.
Yeah. I saw something in my travels, Tom, that confused me. Well, no, it's something that I just didn't think happened.
All right. That you saw happen and you couldn't believe your eyes?
Yeah. I was at a bar that had one of those digital jukeboxes. Where you can listen.
They got like every song basically, right?
Yeah, those were like a much cooler novelty before everybody had like Spotify and stuff. Because it's like you can put in any artist, and I'm like, yeah, dick, I can do that whenever I want. Get out of here.
Are you the guy in that corner of the bar with your headphones in, just like, no, I can listen to my own stuff for free?
Exactly. It's like that guy. That jukebox isn't that hot.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a real cool character, but guess what? I got a million songs right in my pocket.
I feel like some of those jukeboxes too, like they were groundbreaking when they came out, and they just kind of like didn't update them since then. because some of them still need to like download the song before they can play it, and then they charge you more to download the song.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got a bunch of old music. It's got like Billy Joel songs on it.
Yeah, and it will say, we got to download this song, so it won't be ready for 10 minutes.
Is that true?
Yeah. There are some that are like that. And it's like, what? No. Imagine if Spotify worked that way. Like, oh, you want to listen to this? Well, give us 10 minutes. We got to go find it.
I was in a bar, and a guy walked up, and he put $20 in and got like a bunch of credits.
Wow, must have been a high roller.
He wasn't. He was wearing Crocs. Actually, you know what? I bet more rich people than poor people wear Crocs.
Could be. I mean, it could be one of these internet billionaires, like a Mark Zuckerberg.
You know what? Really rich people.
Yeah.
They just like not even like to be cool or whatever. They just don't care. They're just like I used to like.
They've seen through. They've seen the Matrix.
Yeah,
or what it is
exactly.
And they're like, I'd rather just be comfy.
Or they're just like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to me? I'm rich.
Yeah, I'll pay somebody to kill you.
I would go to like back in the day political fundraisers, and like the richest people, which everybody would be in suits, and then just like ill-fitting sweatsuits, and they know they look like crap. Yeah. They know they're ugly. Like rich people are like surprisingly self-aware of like, oh, I'm dumb and ugly.
Yeah.
But like, hey, check me out.
I could still pay a hitman to kill you.
Exactly.
And they'd never link it back to me.
Although, Tom, whenever I hear about somebody being like entrapped in a hitman situation, like this woman was trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband, it's always such a low like.
Yeah, it's surprisingly little money.
Apparently, poor people can afford hitmen too.
Well, that's good.
To know, right?
It's available to everyone. Yeah, it's always like, this woman hired a man to kill her husband for like $1,300.
Yeah,
it's always like a weirdly specific amount too.
Yeah, or it's like $765.
Yeah,
it's like, all right. Or is that just like what they want? What they all want people to think, so people could so they can entrap people easier.
Oh, I thought just like an aspirational thing. Like, and in fairness, we're talking about the people who get caught.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think there are too many people like making a living in the like sub $1,000 hitman
murder
game.
for hire business. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. Because like you gotta like. Because
like, then I'm up to my eyeballs in murders just to try and keep ahead of my rent.
It's a volume business, and at that point,
I gotta murder 3 people a week. Then the IRS takes their cut.
Oh, Uncle Sam always has to have his say, huh? So this guy walks up. He puts in $20. I think I got him 45 credits.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, they give you a discount when you put in more money.
He hits that search button.
Mm-hmm.
T.
Yeah.
What do you think's coming?
Tony Braxton.
Nope. R.
Train.
This guy's searching for Train songs.
Yeah.
He's got the world at his fingertips. Like, Train is a band that they just, like, put on places.
Band. I thought you were talking about, like, I've been working on the railroad.
Well, I would put that in before a dang Train. Train is just people don't put on Train songs. Train songs are just on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's their livelihood. That's what they rely on.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know if they have a deal with God? I don't know.
Or the devil.
Yeah, I guess. But this guy, he must have been rich because he didn't care that everybody saw him putting in Train. And he had glasses, too, like a real wiener.
Did he spend all $20 on Train songs? That would be amazing.
I had been drinking, and like, I was in a town where I don't live. I was out of town, Tom, but I was in this other town. I was out of this town.
Were you in New York City?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in Massachusetts.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's putting in Train.
Yeah.
Who the hell listens to Train? Like that kind of loud boorishness that I'm known for.
And they were like, that man owns the steel mill.
Yeah, exactly. I was like ushered away. Maybe I couldn't tell if it was because I was being a jerk or if it's like, no, that guy's got like either that guy will pay somebody $1,300 to kill you, or like this is a guy we don't make fun of. That's really in poor taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a guy we don't make. What do you mean? like he had a disability or something?
Yeah.
Just because, you know what, Tim, that's insulting to people with disabilities more than train fans. That you just jumped. Oh, I see.
No, I'm just saying that's the way that people reacted to
Maybe
me calling out a guy.
Yeah, no.
It was either because I was being a jerk or like you just don't harass a person who's just trying to live their lives with a disability.
No, I'm sure it was more of the former, Tim. It was more of a like, who cares? Why are you so?
Because I gotta listen to it, Tom.
I'm not saying.
Then
me.
I gotta put in $40 and hit the button that says "Play this song next."
Yeah, that's how then it turns into a bidding war.
Yeah, and if this guy's a billionaire,
yeah, he'll say, "I'll play this game all night."
Yeah, either that or he'll just have me killed.
Yeah, one of my favorite train songs, "Play This Game All Night." Tim, this week we're talking about MTV Music Television. I want my MTV.
All right, that about does it.
That's MTV News.
I'm Kurt Loder, and this is MTV News with an MTV News brief.
I was with you like only a few weeks ago when we walked by what's his name from MTV News.
Who? Gideon Yago?
Not Gideon Yago.
Tabitha Soren?
Not Tabitha Soren. Why am I blanking on his name?
Who?
The other guy.
John Norris?
John Norris.
Was I there?
Yeah. We were on Bedford Avenue. He lives there. He was taking his garbage out.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, John Norris.
Was he wearing a leather jacket?
He was not wearing a leather. He was wearing a beanie hat. That's probably why you didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
I think he was wearing a beanie hat. I don't even remember. I have to go back and look at my photos. We're talking about MTV. Tim, they don't even play music videos anymore. Can you believe it?
Yes, I can believe it.
Yeah, because nobody wants to watch videos anymore.
No. What's the last music video you watched?
Well, I'll tell you, Tim, the last music video I watched was during the MTV Video Music Awards, the MTV VMAs. I watched the new Kanye West video.
That was Kanye West.
That he premiered. Citizen Kanye West. Citizen Kane.
I did not watch the VMAs. Mm-hmm. You did. You went to a Video Music Awards viewing party.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of sad 30-somethings
got
together.
A bunch of cool teens and me.
And
I brought the beer.
Acted as if they had any kind of relationship to what was going on this program.
All right, Tim, look, it's fine. It's not like it wasn't like a costume party. It wasn't like we dressed up. It was just,
You did wear did you wear slacks, Tom?
No, I don't. Tim, I never wear slacks. Get out of town. I should start wearing slacks. I told you about this great pair of slacks I got in a Irish supermarket. That it's the best fitting pants I've ever bought.
Well, break them out, Tom.
I should.
I bought a lot of pants, and then I decided they weren't for me. Mm-hmm. But they've just been sitting. I haven't returned them or anything. Yeah. One day. Well,
I'll wear these. Return them. I was gonna say there's probably like a store policy.
No. I'll wake up and be like, you know what? I'm a slacks man now.
Yeah.
Maybe this autumn will be my transformation.
The slacker becomes the slack man.
Yes. Yeah. There comes a time in every man's life, in every slacker's life, where he embraces the blue non-jean pants that he bought.
Yeah. Tim, I'm telling you, these pants, I wish I remembered the name of the Irish supermarket I bought them in. Because I went when I was...
it depressing? Because it sounds very depressing.
It was weird. It was like very 80s feeling. It felt like half an 80s mall combined with
What's an 80s mall? Did it have like that Showtime pizza in it?
No, not like a mall. It was very like Caldor-esque.
Oh.
I mean, that's a very specific reference that I know most people aren't going to understand, but I know you're going to understand.
Yeah. It's like a cross between
it wasn't
Walmart
as messy
and a
as
flea
a
market.
Caldor.
Yeah.
Like a Caldor, every box was opened. Half the items were in the aisles on the ground. It wasn't like that. It was clean. But no, when I was over there for my brother's wedding, I forgot like a bunch
I
of...
heard about these pants so many times, Tom.
Maybe I'll try them on for you. Because I forgot like a bunch of important things and like was going somewhere for a wedding. So there was like a rehearsal dinner, like a bunch of places I had to be dressed up. And in an emergency, bought these like €10 pants. And boy, these fit like
10-year-old pants.
these fit like a dream.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Tom, or dear listener, if you're ever in Ireland, stop by the supermarket.
Yeah, check out the supermarkets. They got good deals on pants.
Did they have fitting rooms there?
Yeah. Because I went in, because...
Then that's not a supermarket.
Tim, they sold fish.
That's true. But you know what?
What?
What do you call, Costco?
That's just Costco. You know what it was? It was like a small scale like Kmart or Walmart, where it's got like a supermarket and like a department store.
Okay, so you've been misrepresenting it this entire time.
I mean, it was mostly a supermarket.
Hey, it's super in my book.
Yeah,
they got you those nice pants.
Yeah, I almost bought. They had like drones by the counter too. I was like, maybe I'll get a drone while I'm over here. It's like, no. Then you have to go back to the cash machine to get more euros.
When do we stop caring about drones? I'm not talking about the bad drones.
Right.
The shooting drones. Mm-hmm. But like everybody's like, oh, drones. When are people going to be like, oh, we don't actually do anything with these?
When are people going to stop droning on about them?
Yeah.
My honest answer is if battery technology is not improved significantly soon.
Yeah, I heard this. I heard that you get like 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if we can perfect battery technology so that these things can run all day, you'll start seeing them everywhere, all over the place.
I don't think I want to.
But you will.
Were there drone shots at the MTV VMAs?
You know what? They had like that thing that they have in like NFL games, like that wire cam thing.
Oh, yeah.
They had one of those. It was at Madison Square Garden.
MSG?
Yeah.
The house...
place, not the seasoning.
Yeah, exactly. The place that Billy Joel sells out once a month.
Once a month, like clockwork.
Like goddamn clockwork.
Like a fine Long Island made clock.
Tom, how much would you pay to go see a Billy Joel concert at MSG?
I mean, I could go. It's not like it's out of the realm of possibility.
No, I know. Tom, I want to go see Billy Joel.
I would pay.
But I don't want to have crappy seats.
Right.
And Tom, me and you, we're going to go to the show together. Because it'd be a tragedy if one of us went at that together. I want to know. Remember when I texted you and I was like, Weird Al's coming to town.
Yeah.
Do you want to just throw money out the window here and just buy the highest VIP package?
Right.
And you were like, no. There's a limit to what I will spend on Weird Al tickets.
Yeah, you were the equivalent of a guy in Crocs putting a 20 in to play Train.
Yeah, exactly. Except it was for Mr. Weird Al.
Yeah, and then I bought tickets, and guess what? I can't go.
Yeah, we're gonna be in London.
We'll be doing our own shows.
Just as popular, I think.
Just as popular.
Billy Joel. All right, so
much
I don't
would
get
I pay?
a freaking speech from you when I'm like, hey, what, you want to buy these tickets?
You know what? It's all relative. It depends on, like, if I had, all right, Skybox, I would pay up to $500.
Okay. What about floor seats front of, like, first 20 rows?
I would pay maybe up to $200.
What?
Yeah.
I can't make this happen for you, Tom.
That's what I'm saying, Tim. Like, I'll pay for a VIP experience, but if I'm just like close, I don't want to be close. I want to have
you
chicken
ever been
fingers.
Close at an arena show?
No.
Really.
It's
practically a VIP experience, Tom. You can make eye contact with the man himself.
How much are you willing to
pay?
The
Bayman, like his father was before. I would go up to $700.
Wow. For a front row? For like the front 20 rows?
Why not?
Why not? Because you're paying $700 for 2 hours of entertainment.
Yeah. Those 2 hours probably include one of the following: scenes from an Italian restaurant. I go to extremes.
Also, you would get so debilitatingly drunk, you wouldn't even remember any of this afterwards.
I don't know.
You would get
that's
Billy
true.
Joel level drunk after this.
I'd crash my car to a home.
And just stumble away.
Yeah. You wouldn't $500?
$500 for
we
a
could talk
skybox.
about it on the show. We could expense it.
That's true. All right. I'm in.
Nobody's giving us money.
Anyway, the VMAs, Tim. I went to a VMA viewing party. It was fine. You know what? People our age, Tim, they need excuses to get together. This was an excuse to get together. Also, there was pizza there, which that would have been enough in its own right for me. It
Right.
was small. 4 people.
Only 4 people?
Only 4 people. It's
That's
barely...
sad. That's a sad party.
It wasn't a party.
This is why I didn't go to the party.
It was just a get-together to watch something on TV. I don't have MTV. I couldn't watch it if I wanted to.
And let me ask you this.
Have I called my cable company and told them I want my MTV? Sure, Tim, every day.
All right, just making sure.
All right. God.
Do they
They're
give
like-
you the same freaking condescending speech you just gave me, where it's like, it's not out of the realm of possibility that you can just pay.
No,
and
if
get
you
MTV.
call the cable company now and say, I want my MTV, they're like, all right, we got to upgrade your package.
Yeah.
You're on the cheap. Well, for me, it would be like, you don't even have cable television through us.
You're not a customer of ours.
Yeah,
sir.
I want my MTV. Who are you? Stop calling us. So I went over a friend's house to eat some pizza and watch some MTV VMA, Tim, and recapture maybe just a little piece of my teenagehood.
How did that go?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. I'll tell you what.
Was
the MTV white carpet, that's what they call it.
why is that?
Because it was a white carpet. Only whites. It's turned
Oh,
super
man.
racist.
You would think
It's crazy.
back to like the early days when they wouldn't play
Yeah.
videos from
black
artists.
Yeah, except Michael Jackson.
Right.
He was the first one. No, it was just that they had like a white car. All these
But
things
that's
now.
gonna get dirty.
Yeah, that just shows how the kind of money they can throw away. All these.
What were they like steam cleaning it between like people strutting down in their Gianni Versace dresses?
No, I
I
don't.
don't know about fashion.
Oh, you had me completely fooled. I thought you did. I thought you were a fashionista. No, they. I don't know. They kept referring to the white carpet, and I was like, "Show us some close-ups of the carpet," but they weren't.
No.
You couldn't really see. They probably had like a place for everybody to wipe their shoes. Everybody's wearing new shoes
I don't know if they're wearing new shoes, Tom. Maybe
to the VMAs. If you're invited, Tim, if you're invited on any kind of a red carpet, white carpet, black carpet, blue carpet, you gotta wear
green
new shoes.
carpet. That's
Yeah.
that's the Nickelodeon.
Oh, is it?
It's
That
the
makes
color
sense.
of slime.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's an orange carpet.
I think the Suicide Squad premiere in New York had a black carpet because it was so twisted
Wow.
and dark.
The Suicide Squad, Tom. Everything comes back to the Suicide Squad. With
Yeah.
you.
But I barely saw any of the pre-show, Tim.
Okay, so what were your top 15 highlights from the 2016? What were your top 2016 highlights from the 2016 VMAs?
Well, it's hard to narrow it down that much.
Uh-huh.
No, I can tell you the only parts of the show that I... All right, let me gather my thoughts here. First things first. The show, I expected to watch this show and be like, I don't know who any of these people are. I'm so old. That was not the case. I knew who like everyone was. And not because I'm connected and plugged in. It was just like it seemed very like nostalgia fueled.
Who
it
is
seemed like
there?
they were
like Burt Bacharach, probably.
Burt Bacharach, Tom Jones did a few numbers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I bet he blew the roof off that joint.
Yeah.
The pipes on Tom Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
He didn't even need a microphone. He could reach to the
Wow.
to the rafters.
But how did you hear it?
I get just from being in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Yeah,
it
it
traveled
echoed
that far.
throughout.
That's miles
Yeah.
away.
No, they had like like they brought out Sean Combs, who's now back to being Puff Daddy.
Okay.
And that was supposed to be like a big, like, oh my God. And I'm like, what's this guy been doing lately? And actually, it was super depressing because he was like there to, intro something, but to plug his, like Bad Boys 20th reunion tour. I'm like, oh, they're already packaging that up.
Yeah, of course they are.
Act.
They're packaging everything up as nostalgia. He's gonna make more money on one night of that tour than you'll make in your life. So don't be like, oh, it's so sad that he's doing that.
No. I'm not saying it's sad that he's doing that. I'm saying like it's crazy that even like I'm not one of those people. I hate when people are like, oh, want to feel old, but like that didn't make me feel old. I was just kind of like, oh wow, it was more sad because I was like, Bad Boy is irrelevant nowadays. I feel like
I don't think I suspect you're right.
Yeah.
But I do not think that you have the knowledge.
No, I don't.
To make
but I'm
that
just
claim.
saying, as a member of the general public, I was like, yeah, I guess I haven't heard about any new Bad Boys acts in a while.
Yeah, but
maybe Mace is the last person I've heard about.
Tom, Mace is a preacher now.
I know,
I
Tim.
think.
Maybe that's why they stopped signing new acts. Because they
all
like,
became men of the cloth.
well, just that one didn't. They were like, oh God, it is more trouble than it's worth.
I don't know. Tom, name the top 5 hip hop artists right now.
Right now, Frank Ocean.
He's a freaking R&B guy.
Yeah, but it's within the realm,
No,
the
it's
hip hop
not.
world.
Okay.
Future.
Okay.
Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
Kanye West.
Okay.
And Drake.
All right. But
Yeah.
Tom,
Tim, now what?
how many of those are bad boy artists?
None.
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
then I had no idea. I guess they're all kind of they're back on top.
Yeah. Okay, so the Puff Daddy was there.
Yeah.
Was Drake there?
Drake was there, but Tim, there was a lot of Drake drama. I'm trying to think. What would that be? Drunkma?
Probably just Drake drama.
Drakema.
You don't really... Drock.
Drock. A lot of Drock. A lot of Drake drama. Drake won the first award of the night, and they were like, Drake's stuck in traffic, so he can't accept this award. We're going to accept it on his behalf. And the first thing out of my mouth, if Billy Joel can get to Madison Square Garden via helicopter once a month, why is Drake stuck in traffic? Take a helicopter there.
From where?
From wherever he is. He wasn't stuck in traffic like on the I-95.
Tom, I've never heard a Drake song.
Also, you've heard a Drake song.
I don't know.
Hotline Bling.
No, that's Bob Seger. You were just singing a Bob Seger song.
I was singing a Bob Dylan song. Yeah, Hotline Bling. Only means one thing.
Good one, Tom. Was that your impression of an 80s comedian's impression of Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
Spot on.
So Drake was late.
More like Drake.
Yeah, Drake. He was very Drake.
Train play this performance?
Train did not perform. They unless I missed their performance during the pre-show.
They probably played Drops of Jupiter on the roof of Madison Square Garden.
That's their biggest hit.
Now she's out of that
If they played on the roof of Madison Square Garden, nobody would have seen them. It's a huge arena.
It's debatable. It's debatable just how huge that arena is, Tom.
So Drake was late, which made sense in retrospect because that was the first award of the night, and they were going from, like, as soon as the award show started, it was not clear who was the host of the award show, and they kept going to every correspondent checking in, like, over and over. And every correspondent checking in, like Key and Peele were there. They did like a funny bit, like they were in character. But all the other correspondents were just like, yo, 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 I'm backstage. It's going off back here. It's crazy.
That's from like when we were kids.
Yeah.
That's always been 80% of MTV's programming. Just like
just checking in.
Just people like vamping.
Yeah.
While just like, hey, yeah, no, I'm here and it's freaking great here. It's really nice.
No, like as soon as the show started, they went to one of the people backstage, but it wasn't even like, well, I guess maybe it was like technically backstage, but at the Garden, it's like, we're backstage. It's just like concrete hallways.
Yeah.
And this person's so excited, and there was like a line for the bathroom behind them or something. And just like, how can you be that excited? There's literally nothing going on down there.
Well, because it's electric, Tom. The atmosphere is electric.
Maybe.
Zendaya was probably in the house.
I don't think so, Tim. She's busy filming Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know that, or do you just know the one thing that you know about her?
The one thing I know that
she's
in the Spider-Man movie, and they're still filming it.
Oh.
I think they're almost done, or maybe
That's
they are
Zendaya?
done now. Yeah.
She got my seal of approval.
She had a Disney show?
I don't know. I've heard a couple songs.
Oh, she's a musician as well.
Yeah. Tom?
I think she had like a Disney show.
Okay. That's fine. She does
it all.
She seems nice. She seems positive.
Yeah, that's what we need.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Just a little positivity.
I mean, if she was there, she'd probably show up on time, unlike Drake. I was just thinking, like, if I were nominated for an MTV award, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to get there early. They probably have to give me free drinks.
What award did Drake win?
Hors d'oeuvres.
What awards do they give out?
Tim, I'm going to go through some of the awards.
Okay. We'll come back to your top 2016 VMA moments. So far, it's been Puff Daddy. The return of Puff Daddy.
That award, I think, was for Best Hip Hop Video. Drake, Hotline Bling.
Okay, that's the one where it's like the neon.
Yeah, and he's doing the
squares.
silly dancing that everybody made fun of.
Yeah, that got. Yeah, I can't tell the difference between silly dancing and good dancing.
Yeah.
Like if I was told like, no, this is what dancing is now, I'd be like, cool.
I think Drake's in the same boat you're in, Tim. I think he thought, oh, silly dancing's just good dancing now. I'll do silly dancing. Everybody's like, nah, it's silly dancing.
And he's silly dancing all the way to the bank.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to go through, you know what? I'm going to go from like, I don't know what order these awards are in. But you know what? Actually, let's start with this one. Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award to Rihanna. Who performed 4 times. 4 separate performances. And still like award show performances of like, medleys. So she performed like a ton of songs.
How was it?
She was great.
I like Rihanna.
I like Rihanna too. She did a good job. You know what I like about Rihanna's, I realized when I was watching like her choreography, is that she had, like a dozen dancers around her for some of the musical numbers. She's doing the same choreography, but just like a relaxed version of it.
That's kind of her vibe, man.
But it's like she's just kind of like, she's just swinging around a little bit, but it's still in perfect time with everybody else who's doing like way exaggerated versions of what she's doing. She's just like, come on, I don't got all the energy for that.
You want to know what Rihanna's vibe is?
What's that?
She doesn't give a fart.
No, she doesn't give a fart at all.
Not about nothing.
Nope. But let me tell you,
thumbs up, Rihanna.
Did you hear about all the gossip with her and Drake during this? Well,
previous kissers, then not kissing anymore.
Well, I think always just rumored kissers.
Okay.
That it was like never ever official.
Okay.
But Drake finally decided to show up for the awards ceremony.
Man, you are anti-Drake.
I'm just saying, have a little respect, Drake.
I kind of like Drake because he's ugly.
I don't think he's ugly.
He's not ugly?
No, I don't think he's an ugly guy at all. I think he's a handsome guy.
I thought he was ugly, and that's why everybody, like, it was just, like, kind of a novelty thing.
No,
An ugly guy that dances goofy.
No, I think, like, people... he's, like, a little bit goofy. Like, he's trying to be more, like, hey, I'm cool. I'm from the streets. I know what's hip. Than, like, he is, because he's from Degrassi. Like, and he's from...
I mean, Degrassi wasn't an actual high school, Tom.
Well, that's on, and he wasn't in an actual wheelchair. Well, he was, but that was
a real wheelchair.
But that was just the character.
Yeah. People are like, you said that like you're like a little mad at him. Like he's in a wheelchair and he's not even in a wheelchair.
Well, I mean, you could argue that that's taking a role away from a wheelchair performer.
A famous wheelchair performer.
Well,
a guy that does like
no, not just tricks. I mean,
that'd be cool. I'd watch that show.
I mean, in all fairness, yeah, that would jazz up the show a little bit if he had done some cool wheelchair tricks, like wheelies and stuff. But I'm saying an actor who's in a wheelchair.
Drake's character didn't start out in a wheelchair.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was always in a wheelchair.
No. Come on, Tom. Pull your head out of your ass.
Oh, sorry.
You're embarrassing the
No, I take complete fault for that. But I think people are just like, oh, you were like a child actor who's now like a hip-hop artist.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the whole...
And I think people like him, but they're like, he's corny.
Yeah, that's what I get too. I don't know. I've yet to hear a song. I look forward to hearing this gentleman's music.
I'm
not above it.
Yeah,
it's probably really good. Everybody really likes it.
Yeah, I think people like it despite the fact that he's corny.
I just listen to one song on repeat all day, every day. Tom,
what's that?
Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones. Nah, 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 nah.
And we're back.
Did they play that song a lot?
They did not play that song, Tim. But I'm telling you. All right.
Tell me. Lay it on me.
The next song, I think, is probably the only... probably the only person on this list that won an award that you maybe don't know, but maybe you do. The only act that I didn't know.
All right.
Song of the Summer, presented by Verizon.
Oh, they have the Song of the Summer? Can I
presented
guess?
by Verizon.
Can I guess?
You can guess, and you'll guess wrong.
Alicia Cara.
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Fifth Harmony featuring Fetty Wap.
Work.
All in my head, flex.
I know Fifth Harmony. And I know
really?
Fetty Wap.
I know Fetty Wap. I did not know Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony, I think... If I'm not mistaken.
Harmony 1, Harmony 2, Harmony 3, Harmony 4, Harmony 5.
Yeah. And then they sing every song. And
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they had to hit that little me note. Yeah. And then they go, oh,
we're Fifth Harmony.
I think they did that other song that wasn't the Rihanna Work song. But that was like
Tim,
Work From Home.
Yeah,
Work From Home.
Best collaboration, Fifth Harmony featuring Ty Dolla $ign, Work From Home.
Yeah.
That was just about commuter culture.
You know what? That's what I thought. About like, no, you know what it's about?
Is it about pyramid schemes?
Again, I thought like, oh, this is a great thing that I can listen to in the workplace.
Or when you're working from home, maybe.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, okay, oh yeah, if I'm working from home, this will keep me motivated. This will keep me on track. No, it's about staying home from work and then a bunch of sexual positions that she can do with her boyfriend. Wow. Can you believe this?
And what's the connection there? Like
they're working.
But
they're working.
But they stayed home from work to do it?
So they can do a different type of work, sex
work. So it's about sex work.
But like not
the paid type.
Right. It's about, it's really some grown-up stuff that I hope to have explained to me one day.
Best male video, Calvin Harris featuring Rihanna. This is what he came for.
This Calvin Harris character.
Yeah. Tay-Tay's ex-BF.
Right.
You like how cool I sounded there?
That was a lot of cool
It
slang.
came very naturally.
We all hate Taylor Swift now?
I think we all think she's a snake.
Yeah, why is she a snake?
She's a snake.
Because she might have colluded to have Kanye call her a bitch.
No, I think it's because she hides in the grass a lot.
Like literally.
Yeah, like she's always laying down in the grass because she's very tall, slithering. She goes a lot.
Have we gotten a good look at her tongue?
No, it might be
Does it have
serrated.
that weird fork at the end of it?
We don't like Taylor Swift anymore, is my understanding.
Right, and it's because she's privileged.
Right.
But, we didn't realize this earlier?
No, I mean, I disagree with the Kanye West thing, because, that phone call where she agreed, he did not say, I made that bitch famous. That is not part. And that was, her bone of contention, that she was like, come on.
I don't think you should ever call a woman a B-word, which is why I didn't really like that Kanye record.
No, exactly. That's a super disrespectful thing to say. And especially, he didn't make her famous. She was already she was winning an award when he when he interjected.
Yeah.
I'll get to Kanye. I've had it. But anyway.
No. Finally, someone will have an opinion about Kanye West on the internet.
But, so that was one thing. But actually, the Calvin Harris thing, because she dumped Calvin Harris, and then she got with Loki from the Avengers, the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's dating the bad guy.
That's a bum move, lady.
Yeah. But I think it was all around that same time, she was Instagramming, July 4th in her Rhode Island mansion or wherever she's renting for the summer with all of her, super attractive, super famous friends.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was just look at us. We're having, an all-American time. And I think that's when people are like, all right, enough is enough.
We don't like our celebrities to be rich and friends with other celebrities? That doesn't seem to add up.
But it just seemed like, hey, I'm letting you in. I'm giving you access to, my life. But I'm also, staging this. It's
people,
if everybody
finally caught on to the point, the fact that, all this, is just PR?
Yeah, but I think it's, she was going beyond that of I'm going to pretend this is a candid look, but it's still going to be super staged.
Yeah, but
but I think even if it wasn't,
she get knocked for that, and everybody that does
because it kind of seemed
that's what Kim Kardashian's entire celebrity is based on.
Yeah.
She's famous for that show, which is it's just us hanging around. No, it's written and staged,
right?
And
But I think this was different because it was kind of trying to show a different side to her. Hey, you know what? I like backyard barbecues and just hanging out. But it's but you're doing it on such an insane level,
a glamorous level that we should all aspire to, and that I think is in the cards for most of us, at least me. I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you this about Tom Hiddleston, the guy who played Loki, her boyfriend.
Yeah,
same age and height as me, so maybe I'm next.
She's dating based on age and height.
Well, she's pretty tall to him. And,
that's true.
And, so she's got to take that into account, especially
But you don't like her now because
especially when you're thinking about optics. Yeah, but maybe, she could date me and it's a redemption story.
Oh, because everybody loves you.
Yeah.
Or it's it's the reason, I couldn't, laugh at the guy for choosing Train.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If that's what I got to take, if the whole country's we can't make fun of Taylor for dating that guy because, we know. Hey, as long as I'm still dating her.
Just because, I think that would work with you just being this schlub.
Yeah.
Really, it was when Britney Spears married that...
her friend from Jason Alexander.
Yeah, but not that one.
Right.
As a cry for help. Maybe everybody will be oh, Taylor was dating Tom.
Uh-huh. I like how I'm famous enough that I go by one name.
Well, I mean, that's what... And then people will be oh, that's a cry for help. Taylor's not doing well. Like,
that would be terrible. Because here's the thing, Tim. If Taylor Swift, like supposing I'm single and Taylor Swift, I somehow meet her and she's like, "Hey, you want to date me?" What am I gonna say? No. Of course I'm gonna date her.
Why?
Why wouldn't I, Tim?
Because you don't like her. You just made the case against her.
But did you see these Instagram pictures of how fun her 4th of July was? I would have to. Well, Tim, and if I said no to Taylor Swift and didn't have a reason, if I wasn't like, oh, I'm married or something, and then like had to quickly fashion a wedding ring out of like a washer.
Right. you wouldn't have access to a ring, but you'd have access to a washer in this scenario. Okay.
Then I would have to, then all of a sudden she would be like, man, the one man who ever turned down Taylor Swift, now I want him more than ever. And now I'm going to make like a whole album called To Tom from Taylor. And, you know, then everyone's just going to be like, come on, Tom, do it.
This is something you've thought
Date her,
about.
no. But then, I would have to date her, but then I would know, like you said, like I'd be on, there'd be like a picture of me like tripping over my own shoelaces.
Or just like the best picture of you ever taken.
Yeah.
Which is still like, not Swift material.
Yeah.
Not too swift. Oh, yeah, they'd start calling her Taylor's Not Too Swift.
Yeah.
Or they'd be like, here's Taylor Swift and not too Swift, her boyfriend.
Yeah, I'd be next.
Lunkhead idiot boyfriend.
Yeah, and they probably like Photoshop my eyes so it was like doing a cross-eyed.
Or just like take a normal picture of you the way you
No, they'd be
look.
like super mean about it. They'd go even further.
Yeah.
But
by taking a real photo of you.
So
a regular man living his life.
But that's what I'm saying. Even though I think she's a snake, I'd have to be like, yeah, I guess I'm dating you.
Why? Because you want her to write an album of songs about you?
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
I mean, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But my life would be ruined.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean...
Because then you could do, like, VH1 shows for a while.
I don't want to do that, though.
But all you have to do is show up and be like, hey, I'm the doof idiot.
Yeah, I don't want to be on VH1 as a
Dr.
doof.
Drew, like, get you sober.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to, like, go to rehab for things and...
It's fine.
I have to be on, like, Celebrity Fat Camp or whatever.
I mean, these are all things
That's what
I've tried to intervene with you in the past, and it hasn't stuck. Maybe this Taylor Swift scenario.
I always feel bad for people who are on that stuff because people make fun of them because they're like, ugh. But so many of these people, I'm like, these people can't like go get an office job now.
Yeah.
You know, like this is who they are. And like they're just trying to like make a living. They like some of these people I don't think want to be famous anymore, but
yeah. Look.
It's the price of fame.
It's the price of it. As AJ Benta said, fame. Ain't it a B word?
Yeah. And he didn't get in trouble.
No. They gave him his own show on the E! Network.
So anyway, that's why...
And a new trench coat every episode. That was in his contract.
Well, that's a smart negotiator.
I'll do the show. What's going to cost you? 12 trench coats.
And he gets to keep them.
Yeah, he got to walk around town.
He's got a walk-in closet full of them now. Yeah. So that was Best Male Artist, Calvin Harris.
Okay. Oh, wait, did you ever tell me the drama between Rihanna and Drake?
No, I'll get to
Former kissers.
Yeah. Best collaboration we talked about. Best female video, best pop video, best video of the year, breakthrough long form video, best choreography, best direction, best cinematography, and best editing. Can you guess what it was?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Taylor Swift.
No. She didn't win anything.
Was it Richard Marx?
It was not Richard Marx. He was not up for any awards this year.
All right, fine. Who was it?
Beyonce.
Who?
Beyonce, Tim. From Destiny's Child.
Oh, Beyonce Knowles from Destiny's Child?
Beyonce Knowles from Destiny's Child. She's all grown up.
Really?
Yeah. And husband.
She's popular.
Tim, you're not going to believe this. Her husband, he did some untoward things.
What?
He broke the vows of marriage.
What?
Yeah. And she wrote a bunch of songs about it.
So like it was all Lemonade, that one?
Lemonade, Formation. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Lemonade isn't a song, right? It's the record that
Right.
It's fine. I'm not allowed to say anything about Beyonce.
Why not?
Because I like Beyonce.
Uh-huh.
I really like Beyonce. I think there's like 5 Beyonce songs that are like.
If I remember, you were into Beyonce before anyone.
No, but yes, but no, but I got so much crap for like people thinking that I didn't like her enough.
Okay.
And I get yelled at like on a regular basis for just like, why don't you think Beyonce's the greatest person ever? And it's like, I kind of do, but they're like, yeah, but you're not vocal enough about it.
Yeah. How many shirts do you have about it?
I don't. Tom, you know me.
Uh-huh.
I don't have but one shirt.
Tim, I've got 2 shirts about
Bikini
RoboCop.
Inspector shirt.
Just the Bikini Inspector shirt?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
So.
But you know what? That's brought you a long way.
Yeah, I just walk up and down the beach blasting Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones. That's hot-blooded, you were just saying.
Same thing. Best rock video, 21 Pilots for Heathens.
21 Pilots?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Too many, right?
Yeah, you just
Why
need
would
2.
you
need a pilot and you need a co-pilot.
Yeah, and you don't need 21 people to be in a band unless it's like a big band.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it was?
It's a big band.
Nice.
Coldplay, best visual effects for Up and Up.
Huh. Cool.
Best new artist presented by Taco Bell. DNCE. Do you know who DNCE?
Yeah, it's one of the Jonases, my man.
Nick Jonas, I believe, or Joe Jonas.
One of the
Jonases. He's got a new act.
Yeah.
And they're the best new artist presented by Taco Bell.
Nice.
Yeah. And those were the awards. Oh, so I want to talk to you about the controversies.
Okay. Yeah.
The one.
Yeah. Look, it's the VMAs. The awards take a back seat to all the juicy stories, man.
Well, it is funny. Like,
did Pat Smear leave the Foo Fighters this year?
Live on stage, he left again.
Wow.
Yeah. And they handed the guitar right over the Franz Stahl without missing a beat.
Again.
Yeah, once again. Franz Stahl's back.
That's incredible. Oh, it's about time.
Yep.
Been waiting for him to get back in the Foos.
Your Change.org petition was heard, Tim. So.
Well, I got enough signatures. Dave Grohl was legally bound to follow it.
So the one thing was so they had Kanye West show his new video. Mm-hmm. But they gave Kanye West basically 10 minutes of stage time to intro it.
Yeah, because of course they would.
Yeah, and
because guess what? Tastemakers like ourselves are talking about it now.
Well, but the funny thing is and he was kind of like, can you believe they did this? And it's 100%, because they're going to be like, yeah, go up there till you say something controversial or thought-provoking or whatever. But he didn't do any of that. And it was actually kind of sad. Because he was just kind of basically running through remember when I had beef with Taylor Swift? Everybody would applaud. Also, my last video, Ray J was in it. Remember when he had sex with my wife on video? It was so it was very yeah, you can't manufacture just who's given enough time to talk.
Right.
You gotta just be like, Kanye, don't go up on stage, and then he'll go up there and say something.
Exactly.
And he just went on and on about the art for this video. And the video, I actually liked the video a lot, but it was just it was mostly just a woman, a scantily clad woman, dancing. And
like this, I
literally did actually. Once I saw she was wearing a thong bikini, I went,
wow.
Whoa!
Did your tongue roll out of your mouth?
Hubba. Yeah. So it wasn't a bad video, but he was just going on and on about it. And you know what? I've noticed this as a trend lately. All this, because this was Kanye West and Tidal present.
Right.
All these people that are exclusive to Tidal or Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, and then they're and the video is going to be exclusive. They're the lowest budget videos. They're really? One location. They're still visually interesting and cool, but it's obvious that it's yeah, you can hire a really cool director, but we don't have that much money to give you to make this video. Like, you're not going to do like a, old school, like $3 million Madonna video style thing.
Not like Michael Jackson's Scream. Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson's Scream.
Yeah. Not even close to that kind of thing.
They didn't have a guitar to smash in this Kanye video. Probably.
No, they had one.
No. All right, you can use the guitar, but don't smash it.
Don't smash
it's my dad's.
Yeah. The director had to bring his dad's from home.
Oh, man.
It's an old Rickenbacker. Yeah. So that was, one of the almost controversies. Almost aversies, I call
them. That's a very pithy phrase.
But then the other thing, that got
a non-traversy.
A non-traversy, yeah. The thing that got all the tongues wagging. Two things. Well, one didn't really get the tongues wagging.
Jesus Christ. This is less focused than a Kanye speech.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Kanye West.
Oh, he's like Donald Trump. He's just all over the place talking about.
He's a real shit communicator.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
he goes off on tangents like you wouldn't believe. Tangents on tangents.
Sentences that, like, apropos of nothing, that, like, the words together make no sense.
Yeah.
And then he, like, delivers it, like, really makes you think, right?
Yeah. It's like, no, it didn't make me think. No. I couldn't follow what you were saying. So.
Go on.
Britney Spears had to follow.
Britney's back, baby, is what I say.
She had to follow Beyonce, which it seemed
the woman from Destiny's Child.
Who's one of the women from Destiny's Child, right, who had done like Formation or Lemonade almost in its entirety.
She did that with the last album too, right? Where she does like a medley.
Yeah, but it was like 20 minutes. Yeah. It actually might have been longer than 20 minutes. It was long.
I got a theory about Beyonce, Tom.
Yeah?
Very good performer.
I'll tell you what, this performance was great. She was going
she could be a professional. If I saw her perform,
yeah,
I would think, hey,
you think people would pay to see her perform?
I think I would.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, this is a
not
real
as
pro.
much as Billy Joel.
Hell no. Hell no. Tom, bite your goddamn tongue.
No, like it was one of those performances where like song to song, it would go all over the place around MSG, costume changes, set changes, dancer changes, everything changes.
Wow. Lots of changes is what what I'm getting from that.
So it was great. And then Britney had to follow that. But there was like, one of these like new guys that nobody knows doing like kind of a, like a featured thing on her.
Who was it?
No, I don't know. It was Easy Money or something. It was a tall, young, lanky white guy.
Okay.
And he went in for a kiss at one point, and you could literally see her like push him off and like not an act and give her like a little head shake of like, no, what are you doing? No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not doing this stuff anymore.
Yeah. So that was one kiss-traversy, as I like to call them.
Oh, that's good.
Kiss-traversy number 2 involved Drake.
Okay.
Drake gave Rihanna the Vanguard Award. He went on for 4 minutes about how great Rihanna is and how he's been in love with her since he was 22. His words, I've been in love with her since I was 22.
G-Eazy,
yeah. He gave Rihanna the award and went in for a French-style kiss and was, like, rejected. Like, got the cheek.
Well, she's demure.
You know what it is? Because then the rumors were that they were necking afterwards.
What?
Yeah. Literally, that's what I read, that they were necking a lot.
Gross.
No, the rumors are that like they are together.
Well, do they have hickeys? There's an easy way to check this, Tom.
Well, you'd have to look at the pictures the next day to see if there are any hickeys.
Yeah.
But I 100%, like, if I were her, I'd be pissed at Drake. I'd be like, I'm getting the Video Vanguard Award.
Hold on.
What?
Stop acting like the Video Vanguard Award is something.
It is.
I am getting the
do you have one?
prestigious Video Vanguard.
The Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award? Do you have one?
You know why?
Do you have one?
You know why?
Tim, answer my question.
I have several.
Oh, all right. Well, how'd you win several?
I just kept No, you know what the Video Vanguard Award was? They made it up because they needed to get an excuse to get Michael Jackson to go, and he wouldn't accept a regular award.
Right. But they've given one out every year afterwards.
Have they?
Yeah.
Who are the other winners at the
Britney
MTV?
Spears won one once.
All right, so how prestigious can it be?
It's pretty prestigious. And, like, Rihanna performed 4 times during the night. It was a big night for her. Big night for Riri. So...
Don't call her.
So, if I were her, I'd be pissed at Drake. Because, like, he went in to make out with her. And if I were her, I'd be like, if you make out with me on stage, all of a sudden that's all anyone's talking about. They're not talking about my performances and my award that I won tonight. Save the tongue kissing for later, Drake.
Well, maybe
you couldn't even come to the show on time.
Tom, that's the thing.
You're going to show up late and then be like, oh, no, I'm just going to make out with
like
somebody. So I'm in the news cycle.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what everybody there is for.
Yeah, but Rihanna did work to get in the news cycle here. Drake literally showed up late and was like,
I'm so mad at Drake.
I'm gonna tongue kiss Rihanna, and then everybody's gonna be talking about me.
You're a guy who's never been on time for anything. If he was like, oh, Tom, I'll meet you at 6:30. I'm freaking nursing a beer.
I would have been there early. Because, like I said, they probably had free drinks. I would have been there early for the MTV Awards.
Like free drinks.
If they're like, and free refreshments will be provided beforehand. I'm going to get there early. I'm going to be waiting outside.
This is how they're going to lure you into VH1's like celebrity rehab.
Yeah, after Taylor dumps me.
Yeah. Well, Tom, enjoy it while you got it.
I will, Tim. She had a bouncy castle.
The love of a beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm. And a bouncy
you
castle.
Don't like or respect.
I respect the hell out of her. I like snakes.
All right, Tom. This has been weird.
Yeah. Well, Tim, the MTV VMAs are weird. Anything could happen. And does.
Nah, 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 nah.
If you like the show, you can find out more at tcgt.com. You can also email us at completeguideeverything@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/completeguide. Follow us on Twitter @CompleteGuide. You can follow me on Twitter @Tom Reynolds and on Instagram @Tom Reynolds.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram @YourPalTim.
And you know what? I got verified this week, so now you know it's the real me.
Really?
I'm a verified person on Twitter,
the fuck?
Tim. Yeah. So
I don't normally curse.
there's no more ambiguity about it.
Was it
when
the
you follow
author
me,
or was it this?
It was a little of both.
Damn it! I should write a book.
So now when you follow me, you got the Twitter seal of approval on it.
Wow, this is bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Well, Tim, I hope it.
I know you're supposed to be happy for friends when
Yeah.
good things happen, but I'm super psyched that freaking Taylor Swift is gonna one day kick you to the curb like the piece of trash that you are.
Well, I mean, maybe now that I'm verified, she's not going to be interested. She's going to be like, "Oh, you're also a celeb."
Yeah, that's true.
I don't need that for my redemption. But Tim, even though I'm verified on Twitter, nothing's going to change. I'll still come do the show every once in a while.
I'm gonna unfollow you right now.
You can also check out our Reddit, reddit.com/r/TCGTE. And if you are in Edinburgh or London, or you can travel to those places.
This is horseshit, man. You really are verified.
Yeah, what do you think, Tim?
You're a liar.
I had to take an oath. Why would I lie? You can...
Stop touching my
Oh, I
foot
thought
with
you were
foot.
the dog.
Jesus.
If you're in Edinburgh or London, tcgt.com/tour. We're coming to those towns at the end of, like the third week of September.
Stop licking me, Ginger.
And you can support us the fun way, tcgt.com/pledge, where you can support our Patreon, and you get a bunch of fun surprises, like a live stream that's happening right now. People are watching this live.
People just watched a dog sneeze in my lap.
Yeah. Could you imagine the thrill?
I hated it.
You can also...
Shut up.
The dog is now barking at Tim. You get fun things like a mini episode. This week it's about dogs. That's what Ginger just said. Or you can support us the easy way or the easy way. tcgt.com/Amazon. Do all your normal Amazon shopping. It doesn't cost you an extra thing, but we get a little bit of a kickback. Tim, anything else you'd like to plug? I think that was all the plugs.
You plugged the shows overseas?
I plugged the shows overseas.
Guys, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to me. Not really, but you know.
It means a lot to me, and you can verify that.